Merge, 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 merge and merge and merge and merge. We are going to and merge. The panda is here and the merge is there and Robin is there and I am here. 16 bars brought to you by none other than yours truly, yours favorite, David, your co-host of Sin City Crypto. Happy Thursday. Happy the Merge's official day and welcome back to our daily live show. Again, my name is David. I'm one of your co-hosts.
Is the Ethereum network still working?
I think so. Is our network working? I hope so. In all seriousness, welcome back, you guys. Thank you so much. Again, my name is David. I'm one of your co-hosts today. We are coming at you live from our studio here in, it's oddly getting cold outside way too early, Las Vegas, Nevada. Before we get into the content, quick disclaimer, nothing that anyone says on this channel, including our rowdy chat members, should be taken as financial advice. So please, as always, DYOR. If you don't know what that means, Google it. That being said, speaking of content, today, obviously, we're talking about the merge. What went right? What went wrong? What's happening post-merge? What is this ETHW token? And how much is it trading for?
Oh, I hear music.
Plus much more. And I'm hearing music. Dad moves might come out, so be careful. In all seriousness, we're going to talk about that. We also have video from Gary Gensler's testimony. He was asked about ETH. What does that mean? We'll talk about that. With that being said, I'd like to introduce you to your other co-host, Big Rob.
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, the boring, and stale information and randomly play music throughout the show.
We pumped today, bro. We juicy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm juiced, bro.
Yeah?
You juiced? Man, this merge. We'll talk about it. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, a lot of volatility in the price. I got a notification from Coinbase. Coinbase was like, hey, Ethereum's down 9%. I was like, whoa. First thing I did, I was like, did the ETH network crash?
First thing I did, I sold all my coins. Just kidding. I did not sell any of my
I was
coins.
like, literally, I was like, let me go check the news, make sure that the network didn't go down.
That ETH watch party was whack.
Well, there was a watch party.
There was a bunch of them,
Yeah.
but the one from the ETH Foundation was terrible.
That was terrible.
Oh yeah, I saw some YouTubers having a streaming event.
That was way more entertaining than all random people. Anyways,
Oh yeah, by the way, hola! It's your boy Big Rob back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, boring, and stale information and we run that intro twice. That's right. And
Because it was a merge.
I got
this
breaking
is a
news,
merge.
Robin.
Yep. What's
Breaking
that?
news.
Okay, pasa.
Your true love is here.
My true love is here.
Yes.
That's right.
Anyways,
All right. So, all right. Let's get. Without further ado, let's get right into the roll call because we got some things to talk about. We got to run through this show. So, roll call first in the chat. Jimmy. Round of applause for Jimmy.
oh, it's his birthday today.
What?
Jimmy.
Dang! Happy birthday to Jimmy. I forgot you
Happy
told me that
birthday,
yesterday. Yeah.
Rocco, let's just throw three of us on
Okay,
screen
let's
here.
do it now.
Jimmy,
Happy
Sin City Hype Man, on behalf of me,
birthday.
Robin, and Rocco, we'd like to
it's
extend
you.
a special
Birthday.
happy birthday to you, my friend.
Birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Mr.
And then we got Marky Mark, Redman, Crypto Billy. And then we got Redman. Who else is up in here? Noel. Oh, Noel. And then Nordy, Robert Salazar, Anime, and then Kyle M. Who else is up in here? R.A. Daniel. Why you loud? Gang. And then Sir Babe, Big Chili Willie, Big Swole, Fino, True Love, My True Love, Jason, and then we got I think that rounds it out. Cito, Crick Cat, Yazin, Peter K,
Penalty kick.
and yeah, that's it. All right. If we missed you, say what's up. We'll give you a hola. Without further ado, what's the vibe, bro?
What are the
What's
crypto markets like?
Well, let's take a quick look. All right. So pulling up Bitcoin here. We're at $19,855.44 underneath the 20K zone. I do think we're going to be under 20K next week. I think this is
Well, the
where
Fed
we're-
meeting is on Wednesday.
and I think you agree 75 basis points, right?
100 at minimum. Like that is the absolute bare minimum.
So 75 basis points. Yeah, I think next 2 weeks, Bitcoin under 20K. We'll revisit over 20K later on. Is this the bottom? Who knows? It's pretty close to the bottom. So, I mean, even if it's not the bottom, realistically, how much lower can it go? I mean, theoretically, you can make an argument for 3 and 7,000, 9,000, things of that nature. You can make that case. But more likely than not, we're pretty close to the bottom of Bitcoin. Now, if you're looking to get in, there's always the one thing that everybody echoes. You're never going to time the bottom. You're never going to time the top. So
Never gonna time the top.
You're
Like, you
getting
don't
the
think
right
it is
spot at the right time. So
You don't think we have still a year and a half that we can go lower than that?
I don't know, man.
yeah, and it's 100% possible.
Macro is so up in the air right now. Who knows?
It is straight up on the table, like no doubt about it. But what I'm saying is how much lower realistically can you go? And even if you do wick down, you're probably going to bounce back. I don't personally see us trading under, say, 15,000 for any period of time. I mean, maybe at most a week or two would be worst case scenario, in my opinion. And so if you think about the grand scheme of things, where we're going to be at in the next bull market, does it really matter if you got in at 17,000 or 19,000?
No.
I mean, realistic.
No,
Like,
not at all.
so that's what I'm saying, is that if you're looking to get into crypto, if you're looking to DCA, I would proceed, myself personally, not financial advice, but I would proceed. Just keep going, baby. $5 super chat from my boy Redman. Muchas gracias, my dude.
What's up, Redman?
And then we also got Luis up in here and BRC Mac.
Crypto Billy.
Big Mac up in here. All right. And then what else we got?
Let's look at some price
Let's take a
action,
look
man.
at the.
Let's look at ETH.
Yeah.
What's
hold on.
ETH doing? You know, I actually have a chart on ETH.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Let's see if this works. It works. All right.
I did it.
I did it actually. Thank you, Rocco. So I had this yesterday, okay? So I had this little bull flag. We watched this thing, this candle here. We watched it tank all the way down. I said, oh, I want to see it come back in. It did. And guess what? We broke above it, broke below. So essentially we created a double top here. This is on the 1 hour time frame. And then we had the giant merge dip. This, you could argue this was another bull flag here, but obviously with the merge. But I got good news, guys. This little candle right here is called a hammer. When you see a hammer candle right here, when you see a hammer candle at the bottom of a downtrend, this is extremely positive. And then we see another solid green candle followed by it. We should see a move to the upside. How much more to the upside? Who knows? Normally, I would say we're going to test the bottom of this trend line here, which would have been, if we extend this sucker out, would be right around $1,530. My next level would be the top here, which we kind of consolidated for a few hours. This is around $1,600. And then again, this line right here, the 1630. But with something as huge as the merge happening, who knows? We're going to talk about this, and we're going to show you some stats and on-chain statistics as well about what happened, what miners are doing when the merge happened. There was any issues, what's going on with the EthW token. We're going to talk about all that. But as far as price action in the very short term, looking pretty good. Like seeing this hammer here. And so, yeah.
All right. And then taking a look here, I'm going to pull up the prices. We got Ethereum at $1,512. As you mentioned, it did wick all the way down to 1,480. So quite significant drop. I know you just had it up on the chart, but
yeah,
just to kind of give you perspective on what that looked like here, it just straight fell down from 1,600, basically. And so is this the expected buy the rumor, sell the news event? It would fall in line with it. And are we going to see more of this? Perhaps. If you look at the most recent kind of a big chain to go through a similar buy the rumor, sell the news, you had Cardano, and they sold multiple times after their hard fork. Yesterday, I referenced $1,200. I still think that's possible. I think that's a pretty good support level. And that not referencing any particular charts. I just feel like, it traded at 1,000 for what was it, a little over a month.
Yeah.
And we had that big rally, got all the way up to $1,800, and then now at 1,500, I think it's gonna lose a little bit of momentum after the merge. And yeah, I think $1,200 is on the table, but at the same time, you could just see a crazy rally. So be prepared for both case scenarios. You do have a deflationary Ethereum now that is constantly burning tokens. Even now, while the network is not quite as congested as it has been in the past. So without that much traffic, we are currently burning Ethereum as we speak. And taking a look at the crypto bubbles. The big loser today, Ravencoin. Kind of a surprising, they did have a pretty big run up.
Yeah, I think this was a 60% up.
Yeah.
Last week.
Ravencoin?
Yeah.
So
let's see if you can put the week one.
Okay, real quick, Robin, is there any way you can omit certain coins? Like, I don't freaking want to see LUNC.
Not on that one, no. So Ravencoin, just to give you the 7-day here, because it had a big rally. If you're wondering, if you're new here, Ravencoin is a proof of work coin. So a lot of the miners moved over in anticipation for an increased hash rate and an expectation for more volume, in turn, more price action. This is what you get on the chart. So this is a 7-day look. So even though we're down, there are a couple proof of works that stand out. Ergo is a big one as well. A lot of miners are going over to Ergo. And then obviously Ethereum Classic as well has been rallying. ETH Classic, I think, is coming in around $38. It's outperforming ETH right now. But that's on the short term. So it's down on not even a percent, $37. Not sustained. Not anything. Here's the thing. Even if the price of Ethereum Classic were to rally, just keep in mind, nothing has fundamentally changed with Ethereum Classic outside of more miners plugging in and more eyeballs on the network itself. And then taking a look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. What's up?
You're not going to look at the proof of work?
Yeah.
Did you look at the proof of work token?
Oh, no. Yeah. Pull. You got it? Yeah, we got it.
ETH POW now, guys, is an IOU. The chain is not officially live on the mainnet yet. It is down 33%.
I don't know why that's comical to me that they put an IOU on there.
Well, they have to
Like-
make sure people know.
Yeah, that reminds me of the Dumb and Dumber movie where they had the briefcase full of IOUs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, the volume is 56 million in the last 24 hours. Obviously, people dumped as soon as they got their tokens airdropped. If we look right here when it went live, it was right around $52. So if you're holding 100 Ethereum, that's $5,200. You got airdrop for free. And so people cashing out, but we do see a little rebound here on the chart. I haven't even checked my ledger yet. I keep all my ETH on my hardware wallets. I haven't checked any of those to see if I got the airdrop. If you got the ETH proof of work IOU airdrop, put a 1 in the chat. Also remember, you'll probably get multiple airdrops. Just be careful. We talked about this yesterday.
Proceed with caution.
Did Big Swole any Luna to the moon? Come on, bro.
Proceed with caution.
Come on, bro.
Hola.
What happened?
He thought
Ergo and Flux. You know, what do you know about Ergo, Robin? I know this is a little off topic, but
Ergo is a layer 1. They are
I know they're
an Oracle. Is Oracle right?
I don't know. I
And-
know Charles tweeted about this.
They are working with Cardano. I know they're one of the.
What's the company behind Cardano? Not Emergo. I think it's an Emergo backed. I believe. I could be wrong. I haven't done any in-depth research, but I've seen that token come up multiple times, not just through our community, but in researching. And obviously Charles Hoskinson tweeting about it. So definitely something I'm going to look into. If he goes out of his way to tweet about another project, doesn't really do that very often, unless he's throwing shade, which he did kind of at Ethereum. But anyways, sorry, Rob.
Yeah, I know they have big integration with Cardano, as you mentioned. You know what? They are a layer one platform that focuses on finance, so DeFi. And you know what? We'll look more into Ergo.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people. There's a lot of I know like Rocco here's mines Ethereum. We have a couple people in the chat that mine Ethereum as well. And I know the Ergo ecosystem has been coming up. So we'll take a look at it, and we'll come back with a little more insight, if not tomorrow, Monday. Also,
Robin, we have a new person, Virtual Nuggets.
what?
Yeah.
Virtual Nuggets. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Then
Rokioshi gifting out 5 memberships. All right. Man, this is probably the most giving community I've ever been a part of. You guys are awesome. Guys, if you want, this happens all the time, by the way. So if you're new to the stream, you want a free 1 month membership to Sin City Crypto, make sure you have your gifted membership option on. So that way, when our amazing community members gift out, you will receive one. So at this point, if you're new, you're probably guaranteed to get one. Between Jimmy, Brokioshi, I know Mark's done it before, and multiple other people. So appreciate you guys. Love you. Thank you. I said it's for Jimmy's birthday. Jimmy's fan favorite here.
You know, we have a lot of talks with other content creators and not even in just crypto space. Sometimes we run into some individuals that have channels outside of crypto. And, you know what? One thing we boast, and we're like, hey, man, our community, woo!
We'll go toe to toe with anything.
Yeah, man, we got some hornets up in here, man. They they are ready, man. They are active. We have a way more active chat than some people that have 1,000 viewers in the chat. So, yeah.
Something we're definitely proud of. So obviously couldn't do without you guys. Thank you so much.
Now, stock market, NASDAQ was down a full percent yesterday or this morning when we first opened up. Still in the red. We are at 0.78%. So a little down from where we were before. But
What's Rob? Will you take a look at oil real quick?
oil.
Oh yeah, oil and then bonds real quick. Yep, it's right there.
Sorry, guys. We have a black screen for a second.
Black screen? Can y'all hear us?
Hi. Black screen. What's up, guys? Jimmy, where are you? I'm just kidding. So no, we were taking a look at I wanted to have Robin take a look at oil. We're coming back, guys. Don't worry. We're fixing it. We got our IT in-house IT guy up here. We're good. Yay! Hello. All right. So here, you know what? Let me go ahead and pull this up. Rob's busy trying to figure out what the hell's going on, so I'm going to share my laptop screen. So I wanted Rob to look at oil. So we're going to go to commodities. We are going to go to energy. Oil. Here we go. So oil is down 3.25%. Natural gas, though, is down 7%, which is really good. Obviously, we know what's going on in Europe. We know what's going on in Germany. Rumors of Russia withdrawing troops or troops just withdrawing. Someone had mentioned that the Russian soldiers are firing on each other. So if the soldiers are retreating, the other soldiers are firing upon them. So it's like, hey, you either stay, fight, possibly die, or you try to flee and you die. Either way, it sounds like they're retreating, but they're also firing more missiles. So we were hoping that thing was going to come to an end sooner than later. It doesn't really look like it, which probably means the pipeline, the Nord Stream pipeline that feeds gasoline to Europe is still probably going to be turned off. The other thing I also wanted to look at was gold. So in the news segment that we're all super stoked about, one of the questions we asked was, would you rather have a whole ounce of gold, or would you rather have a whole ounce of gold, or would you rather have one Bitcoin? And obviously some people say gold, but you guys you're going to laugh when you hear some of these answers.
Did you even explain what it is?
Explain what is? Gold?
The segment.
Oh, yeah. So it's
you're like, we did a really cool segment. Yeah.
So we did we filmed a news segment where we walked the streets of the beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada Strip, and we asked random people questions about crypto.
We're doing street interviews.
Yes.
And the topic is crypto. It's fun times, man. We just got a camera and a mic. We're doing street interviews. It's fun, man.
We may have found a new correspondent. Guys, when you meet this girl, when you see her, she was freaking awesome. So that should be coming out on Monday. We had some issues with the video, so that'll come out Monday. Also, Flow should be coming out either tomorrow or over the weekend. So yeah, but anyways.
All right, and then we also got IJ. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. And then I think, yeah, that's all I got on my end.
Okay.
Did you see the Gary Gensler?
You want to get into that first, or you want to get into the merge? You pick, bro. I can go either.
Let's go Gary, bro.
Ooh,
Rocco, what do you think? Gary or Mergy?
Yeah, let's take Gary out of the picture.
Let's roll with Gary. All right. So, Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary the Gun Gensler. By the way, if you're a member of the channel, throw the Gary emoji in there. Testified before the Senate Banking Committee 3 hours ago. It was live streamed. We have it on YouTube, and we are going to show you video. Rocco, are we ready?
Yeah,
because I'm ready, bro.
Yeah, let's
All
go.
right, let's hear, let's listen, and let's laugh.
Enforcement division shrank by 5% over the last 5 years. Yet, despite that, the SEC has pursued new cases in crypto focused on fraud and misconduct for financial professionals and securing emissions of guilt. That doesn't happen often enough. I thank you for doing that. Ranking Member Toomey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chairman Gensler, in your written statement, you acknowledged, as you have in the past, that there are some tokens that are not securities. And I know your view that whether or not a digital asset is a security is a facts and circumstances analysis. I know your view that the SEC has very broad authority. But you've also made it clear in the past that Bitcoin is not a security. Now, some SEC staff have also previously said that Ethereum is not a security. The SEC's Dow report characterizes Ethereum as decentralized. So here's my question briefly, and without getting deep into the weeds on this, and I acknowledge your belief that most tokens have a large degree of central control, but generally speaking, is it fair to say that a significant factor for you in whether or not a digital asset is a security is whether it is centrally controlled or decentralized?
Well, I look to the Supreme Court that's often written about this, probably close to a dozen times in 50 years, and it's whether the investing public is anticipating profits, and that includes anticipating profits from appreciation as well as from, as you mentioned, rights, based upon a common enterprise, but
Right.
the efforts of that common enterprise.
Right. So I guess another way to put my question, which you haven't answered.
I have a question real quick.
you can
Hold on real quick. When someone buys a classic car, when they collect cars, obviously they expect it to go up in value. Is that a security?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, but about a commodity.
Yeah.
I mean, just because you expect return from an investment doesn't mean that it's a security. I mean, you could say the same. You could buy you could put any commodity.
When I buy my wife
Gold,
flowers on Valentine's Day, I expect a return on my investment. That's all I'm saying. Babe, I love you.
Yeah.
You know what, Rock? No, in all seriousness, though, well, Robin and I are saying the same exact
you can expect a return on gold, or any precious metal, oil.
He's gonna ask again. I say,
Yeah, I just wanted, because I know I would have forgotten. So, all right, we're gonna go back. You good, Rob?
Yep.
All right.
Go.
Answered is it possible to have a common enterprise if it's something is decentralized? How could I have a common enterprise? I mean, it doesn't isn't centralization necessary to constitute a common enterprise?
You could have some things that are quite open, but still have, if the public is anticipating a profit based upon that common enterprise. So I'm being careful with my words here to be accurate as best I can. The common enterprise, are you relying on a group of individuals? And look, these are not laundromat tokens. There is a group of people that are actually...
You're not answering my question, though. But
Hold on.
So
Time out.
let me try it this way.
By the way, this is Senator Pat Toomey, very pro-crypto.
Do you think
They have no laundry.
the laundromat token is going to be
100%
trending on CoinMarketCap?
Laundromat Inu.
I will promise you, laundromat token will be in absolute demand right now. I'm just saying.
Guys, when someone starts stuttering when they're being pressed, just... I don't, you don't need me to say
He's going to ask again because...
Again, okay. All right. Yay. All right.
What is it about Bitcoin that causes you to conclude it is not a security?
Well, there's no group of individuals in the middle.
Right, it's
there's
decentralized.
no group of individuals in the middle.
Right.
That are basically, and you're not, in essence, the investing public's not betting on somebody in the middle or six people in the middle.
So you're choosing not to use the term decentralized, but that's what you're describing. It is the decentralized nature of Bitcoin, I think, is really what you're getting at. Here's my point, and I'm going to run out of time here.
No, don't.
But there are a lot of projects, as you know, decentralization and centralization occurs on a continuum, really, I think. And you've acknowledged that there are tokens, plural, that are not securities. I think it's because of this centralization that you come to this conclusion. And my point is, it is not reasonable to fail to provide clarity, to provide the definition of exactly where on this continuum you have a sufficient common enterprise that it qualifies as a security and where you don't. You've said Bitcoin doesn't. Some of your colleagues have said Ethereum doesn't. But a reasonable developer who wants to comply with this doesn't know where that line is drawn.
So I think where we might have a difference is there are many factors, and so it's not one spectrum of centralization versus decentralization with the Supreme Court. And I try to stick to, they're the Supreme Court. And there'll be debates about other laws. I try to stick to what they say, a common enterprise. I think about a group of individuals in the middle. That developer is in the middle, and the investing public's betting on them, counting on them, even if the token might be on 1,000 computers. That's not what...
What about Bitcoin miners? Don't they pass proposals?
Yeah. So, a couple things. First of all, CritCat, thank you. $5 super chat. Driving UPS trucks, listening to it. Making America work.
We love you. Yeah. Not just for super checkers.
So a couple things. In what Senator Toomey is saying is that at some point you go from centralized to decentralized. So where is the transitional moment? At what point are you classified one versus the other?
Bingo.
Is there some sort of gauge to figure it out? And even
Bingo.
Even his go-to Bitcoin network. At some point, it is in the same boat as everyone else. At some point, Satoshi Nakamoto, even though you didn't know who he was, him or a group of people were in charge of that network in the same way that Ethereum people are in charge of Ethereum, the same way that people are in charge of XRP, the same way that people are in charge of Cardano. But the process of this evolution in crypto is that it becomes fundamentally decentralized over time. And
Bro,
that is what he is saying.
Robin?
He's like, there is a time period, there is a transition. You have a blossoming. When is the quinceañera? That's what I want to know.
honestly, bro, up until the quinceañera, that was so well said. I
Yeah.
have nothing else to say.
Jeremy J. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
JJ.
Cool.
Rocco, does he have anything else to talk about? Let's see.
What the Supreme Court's looking at. It's not about the token being on 1,000 computers. It's just like a group of developers in the middle.
But if there is nobody controlling it in the middle, that's what we call decentralized, and that does happen.
He knows that.
As you know, of course, the Howey test requires all four of the tests to be met in order for something to be defined as a security. Let me move on to another related issue, which is, as I said in my opening statement, I don't think that the SEC has provided a crypto-specific roadmap to the registration of crypto intermediaries. One example of the problem that arises is...
All right. We will break this down more, and we'll probably show a little bit more tomorrow. But we definitely want to get to some Ethereum topics as well. Anything else? First of all, you're not surprised, are you? That these are the answers. Gensler's getting them. I'm just happy. We see constantly people from our space go on there. Brian Armstrong, Brian Brooks, whoever else testified, Charles Hoskinson, getting absolutely pressed and
It's a different look than the videos that Gary puts out where he has a script, because some of the other SEC videos, you have him saying like, well, it doesn't matter if the car is gas and now we're changing over to electric cars, you still have to wear seatbelts. But then when you get to frame your narrative in script format with the camera and not have to answer questions, different ballgame. So
100%. All right. We are now moving on to what everyone's been talking about. The most exciting thing to happen in crypto since... No idea. But we're going to go ahead and pull up here. Ethereum Merge goes live yesterday around, I want to say about midnight. And we can go ahead and pull up my my computadora. Mucho gusto. Went live around midnight Pacific time, so around 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is sourced from multiple sources. The Beacon Chain Merge was successfully initiated. No hiccups as of right now, but it's still early, guys. Obviously, the hardest part was about 15 minutes after the Beacon Chain merged and all the blocks started being all the blocks started being validated on the Beacon Chain versus the old mainnet. There still is time for hiccups, but the hardest part, I believe, and what a lot of developers are saying is over. Not 100% in the clear, but we're close. Also, I have a chart here from Glassnode. This is the exchange net position change for Ethereum. You can see over the last 2 days, close to 1.5 million Ethereum. This is net, you guys, okay? So I'm not sure what the percentage numbers are, but when you subtract import from export, you have a net of 1.5 million ETH that hit exchanges over the last 2 days. Astronomical. A lot of people, again, were assuming price is going to dump because why would you move it away from your wallet into a exchange? Probably want to sell it. We did see Ethereum obviously draw down about 10%, down to under $1,500, and now it is making its way back up. So we will see. Also, 46.15% of nodes currently are controlled by just 2 addresses. And here is from, I forget the website. That's my apologies. But you have blocks validated. These are the addresses, and you can see on the far right where it says share. That is a percentage share. So you can see over 45% from the top 2. Is this an issue now? Yes. Do I expect it to stay like this? No. If it does stay like this, would I be worried? Hell yeah. Definitely don't want two nodes controlling close to 50% of the network. Then also we have FTX, Bybit were among the first exchanges to launch the spot ETH proof of work token trading. They are trading as IOUs until the official fork happens. And these are currently all the exchanges offering. So you have FTX, Bybit, MEXC, Gate.io, and FTX. Oh, FTX US. So you have FTX twice. And volume percentage. So out of all the volume on EthW traded, 81% came on FTX, 10% from Bybit, 17% from MEXC Global. And the volume was over $50 million at some point. Sorry, we're going to go back one. All right. So this is, I just want to look at liquidations, okay? This is an interactive chart. So we're going to scroll down here. So over the last 24 hours, over 184 million Ethereum were liquidated. Over the last 4 hours, we're looking at over 85 million. When we go to the total liquidations, you can see ETH leads the way. Scroll down here. You can see ETH leads the way. Typically, we do see Bitcoin lead the way, but we are 3x liquidations of Bitcoin, which is to be expected with something like the merge happening. Now, let's take a look and see what percentage were long and what percentage were shorts. Let's take a look. So we're going to go here. We're going to select ETH, and we're going to go look at the last 24 hours. You know what? Let's go look at the last 12 hours. So 74% of the liquidations were longs. That kind of surprised you? Probably not, right?
No.
And we've seen over $202 million of total crypto being liquidated over the last 12 hours. So nothing out of the crazy ordinary, but ETH is leading the way in liquidations, and they are up 45% over the last 24 hours. So Robin, obviously the merge was successful. We are not out of the woods yet. Anything I showed concern you? Maybe it's the fact that two of the nodes are controlling 45%.
Yeah, man, that is interesting. And yeah, I mean, is that a stake pool? Is that because if it's a stake, you know, I'm assuming if it's the nodes are stake pools, so I'm assuming it's not just one individual generally, but a conglomerate of different stakers. So.
Yeah.
Also, see you on Saturday. Says ETH on the way to 1,200. ETH on the way to 1,200. I do agree. That's kind of what we were talking about earlier. And see you on Saturday. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Yeah, I wanted to bring up what he said because it makes sense. Also, James Johnson. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. And it is concerning, man. I don't think that'll play out that way, but who knows? Maybe. I've said it before. This proof of stake consensus is essentially a big ass test net for the whole principle, the whole ideology. Because on one end, you literally have the exact same protocol in proof of work, and now you have the exact same protocol in proof of stake.
Yeah.
It's like trying to do a medical study and you have two twins and one has a disease, the other one doesn't. You can literally see what that does to the individual compared to the person that shares the exact same DNA. And so we can look at this as the biggest test experiment ever.
Yeah.
When it comes to this whole proof of work, proof of stake argument. And I've said it over and over again. If Ethereum 2 years from now is just as efficient, works just as fine, just as decentralized as it was in proof of work, you got no leg to stand on that proof of work is better. 99.9% less energy used to secure the network. And if it's more secure with that amount of energy saved, I'm sorry, man. If you still, and the big caveat here is if you still reach that decentralization, it's not pushed around and, you know, things are voted on because you got a lot of money. If you reach this decentralization because the stake pools are diluted with multiple people and multiple stake pools are validating the network, then you got no argument, bro. I mean, do you is there, unless I'm like delusional, do you I'm just saying 2 years from now, let's just say Ethereum network, no hiccups, hasn't been manipulated, pretty damn decentralized, or at least comparable to where it is now, if not more, just as secure. Do you see any benefit of using proof of work compared to proof of stake if you have an option of rolling one out versus the other?
I mean, if all things are equal, no. But I don't know the complete ins and outs of.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. If all things are equal,
all things
are equal, 2 years from now,
why do you want to? Why do you want all this? A, why do you want all the overhead? B, why do you want to use so much energy if you don't need to and everything stays level? So obviously that's common sense. But
or
but my question is, can you have reached this kind of decentralization if it wasn't the miner before to start off with? I mean, you know,
you can make the argument
because the things is this, many people forget. Now we changed from proof of work to proof of stake, and how many millions of miner they're gonna be out of? Let's call it job. And if it was a regular company trading, you know, anywhere else, it would be up in every news. Millions of people left without jobs.
Well, with
the miners now,
technology, with the evolution of technology, it is the shutdown and closure of old technology. And you see where a newspaper company may have went out of business, a YouTube studio came into business. And so it's a transition. And if proof of work becomes outdated and costly for no reason, then at some point there will be a transition. It's just how the free market works. You can sit here and tell me you like your VHS tape. You can beat the drum and be like, well, I got this cabinet with all these little slots I can put all my Disney movies in.
You leave cabinets.
That's great. You can be as passionate and beat that drum as much as you want. But you cannot deny the efficiency of a downloadable movie or streaming service.
You know, there was a tweet. There was a tweet I read, or an article I read. The climate activists are now they're sending letters to Bitcoin.
Who are they mailing?
I swear, I wish I had.
Is this real?
No, I'm being dead serious. They're sending. I don't know if they're reaching out to the mining. I would hope
Santa Claus.
they're reaching out to the miners, but it just was very vague.
They're doing the Santa Claus thing. They're like,
Santa
they just
Claus.
put the address Satoshi, and they just drop it in the mailbox.
So they're like, well, if Ethereum can do it, Bitcoin, why can't you do it? Well, that's how you know we're still early. That's not how it works,
Is
my friend.
Satoshi Santa?
Listen, Rob, do you like? Okay, what would it take for these miners to essentially pass something that I mean, dare I say it,
And
move it to a different consensus?
Okay, maybe.
Is there anything that can do it?
I don't think so.
A
You
worldwide
know what? You know
ban?
what'll
Would it be
do
a
it.
worldwide
You know
ban?
what'll do it. It will be a bleeding market cap. And it'll be money moving away from the network,
Dominance
the Bitcoin
drops to like
network,
20%.
and then going elsewhere because of whatever factors.
Guys, if what Robin is saying is all things equal, ETH, Bitcoin, same level decentralized, same level security, ETH will flip Bitcoin without a question of a doubt.
You got that little congressional hearing that we just saw. Just imagine you bring in a Bitcoin miner,
Right.
and you sit them down there, and they're just like, "Yo, ETH network transition, proof of work to proof of stake, more decentralized. What's the problem here?" And I could see legislation coming down on this.
Yeah,
I could see Congress being like, well, look, they did it.
right.
And so could it be bad for the Bitcoin? Could it be bad for crypto? Possibly. Yeah. I mean, I could see that scenario.
ETH ain't going nowhere.
But here's the thing. What you can also make the argument that with mining, Bitcoin mining, with Ethereum mining, with proof of work, you can make a case that proof of stake is more decentralized because you have more people that can help secure the network that don't need to go buy hardware. The Bitcoin network, most of the Bitcoin mining rewards is concentrated within about 10 miners, majority. And so you have 10 miners that mine most of the Bitcoin. And more spread out, more diverse in the Ethereum network, but kind of same principle. You have less people in the game than you would versus staking, because anybody that holds Ethereum can put their tokens up to stake. Anybody. And so you have more potential for more users, more nodes, the diverse network. The big argument that we've had is, can someone with a lot of money compromise the network? Can they bully voting? That is my biggest. When it comes to security, that is my biggest fear. Is I said it on Debate Crypto. It is so much easier to take $1 billion and just buy up ETH and start running stake pools and validating transactions than it is to spend $1 billion finding the ASICs, finding somewhere to put them, finding how to get, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot easier to take over the network. That is my biggest concern. But there are things you can put in place, like diminished rewards on staking for if you have too much stake. I know Cardano does that. So as the stake pool becomes saturated, it reaches over a certain threshold of Cardano staked, and then they start reducing the rewards. Yeah, and which causes more stake pools to open up and more diversity. Right. Which I'm sure, and honestly, ETH has obviously the top developers in the blockchain industry working for the Ethereum Foundation. So I am sure if they were able to launch this thing off with no hiccups, which they have, I highly doubt that if something like that arises, that they wouldn't find a solution to it. So it still, until I see it, it's something that I will still be a little concerned about. But for the time being, I'm pretty happy with what happened. Dave Hooper, I'm not sure if he's been here before. Dave, hola, welcome. Said you can stake with Hedera for just 1 HBAR. Yeah, like with Cardano especially, you can stake on chain and withdraw whenever the hell you want. Yeah. But a couple things I want to share. Staying on the ETH thing. So this is a tweet from Martin Koppelman. The block times of the last 100 blocks, amazing stability after the merge, only one missed block. This is really the best case scenario. Also, guys, I believe we found the official EthW Twitter feed at Ethereum POW. This is the only one I would follow as far as if you are planning on using or keeping or selling your EthW tokens. So I'll leave this up here. Also, have you seen the charts on the difficulty for ETH Classic? For ETH Classic? No, I didn't see it. Rocco, do we have that as well?
Yeah. I'll bring it out.
So, we've seen the exodus of the miners on the ETH network, obviously. And where are they plugging in? They are plugging into Ergo. They're also plugging into Ethereum Classic. And then Ravencoin. And then a host of others as well. So
you're gonna give me a minute to get it out for you.
You're good. Yeah, you're fine. So guys, what I would do, if you are gonna follow EthW, any news, any contract addresses, I would follow this one. So yeah, just for you guys, so you know where you get your information from. There's gonna be tons of people out there trying to scam. And guys, some of these people are buying verified accounts and just changing the handles. So please be careful. Just because it's verified doesn't mean it is. Do a little digging. I did some digging, and this seems to be pretty legit. So yeah,
just a resource for you guys.
I don't see this thing going anywhere, man.
I mean, yeah, $23. I don't know, Rob. It's still early.
I just, as I said before, with the complexity of the smart contracts, you're forking the whole chain, all smart contracts, all NFTs included. And if the dApps don't get aboard, I mean, if you're staking an ERC20 token somewhere, if that dApp doesn't support the EthW, then you can't access it. It's not valid. So you need consensus on all the dApps for smart contract to work. Otherwise, you're just picking and choosing which smart contracts you want to, have valid.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
This is a block explorer, by the way, for EthW. Looks like a total of 1.7 billion transactions, 157,000 pending. So, something interesting. Average block time is 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I got for ETH. Is there anything else you wanted to?
If you really want to pull it out, I got the link on the drive in case you want to pull it out.
Okay. There we go. ETH Classic Network difficulty. So Robin talked about this. He's a little more bullish on this whole. All right, we can go ahead and pull it up, Rocco. He's a little more bullish on this hash network. Damn it got to 3.15. Obviously, if you look at this chart here.
If you go in the daily, you see from last night pretty much. This thing's triple.
Yeah, it went from 1.08 to 3. Yeah, so almost tripled over the last less than 24 hours. To me, but yeah, the hash power can be great. There's tons of miners. Yay. Well, guess what? There's now more miners mining ETC. There's going to be more sell pressure from these miners. And if you don't get a balance on the other side of people using the network, you're just going to get dumped.
I'll say this. If you are upset at Ethereum going to proof of stake for whatever reason, you're on a better play going ETH Classic than EthW. I'll say that.
I'll agree there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But that's a lot of ifs there.
Yeah.
So is there money to be made short term here? Possibly. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if you had to run up to $50 or something.
Yeah.
But even then, risk versus reward. Is it really worth it? Probably not. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, and I just want to kind of take a peek.
There's nobody behind. Nobody's behind the ETH Classic building. Nobody's behind it.
You mean EthW?
No, ETH Classic.
Well, and EthW. Well, I guess EthW has a little more traction now just because
there's nobody really guiding that ship, I guess you could say.
Yeah. And then just to take a quick peek, I think this thing kept dropping. We'll just double check.
You're like the ETHW? Are you looking up?
Yeah. Yeah, down at $20. It was just at 23 when we opened the show. So, guys, we knew this was going to happen. At this point, for me, I'm just if it's in my hardware wallet, it's in there. I haven't touched it. I haven't even looked at it. So, who knows? Whatever. It's not many money I put in myself. So yeah, there was one other big news I wanted to talk about, and this comes from the gaming world.
Ooh.
Now, Robin, I know you're obviously big on gaming. Have you ever heard of Rockstar Games?
Well, I sure have.
All right, well, guess what? Rockstar Games co-founder Dan Hauser, which, by the way, my old high school defensive coordinator was John Hauser, makes huge investment. Yes, thank you. Makes huge investment in blockchain game studios. Just sourced from Being Crypto. Dan Hauser has invested in Revolving Games, which is a U.S.-based blockchain games company. After participating in a $13.2 million funding round, Dan will be joining Revolving Games' advisory board. Now, Revolving Games has managed to raise over $25 million, where it currently hosts over 100 employees in 2 studios. Now, Robin, Rockstar Games, I'm going to let you take over this one. I know they're big. I know they're behind Grand Theft Auto?
That's correct.
And what other games are they behind, and why is this such a big deal?
Well, Grand Theft Auto, one of the biggest cult-like followings when it comes to the gaming industry.
That was a good
Also, Red Dead Revolver.
Redemption. With the horse and the
Yeah, and
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Redemption.
Well, Revolver is the first game.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Redemption is the second one, yes. And
Who's the gamer here?
I'll stay in my lane, all right? I'll stay in my lane.
Okay.
I'm like, Call of Duty. It's like, no, it's Warzone. I'm like, oh,
I'm gonna
yes,
call the
it is. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Okay, we have a little room where we can go later on.
Red Dead
Room of
Revolver is
shame.
the first one. Red Dead Redemption is the sequel.
Fair enough. You're wrong.
Anyways, huge franchise. This guy knows how to. Okay, if you know anything about Call of Duty, or excuse me, if you know anything about Grand Theft Auto, they push the limits. Grand Theft Auto came out. It was only on PC. Rockstar Games came out. It was a small studio with an overhead look around some guy in a city being able to steal cars. It quickly evolved and incorporated prostitution and incorporated extreme violence, guns. Anyways, if you play the game, you know that it pushes the limits of taboo subjects early on in the video game era before it was kind of a norm to even show blood. Remember, you had to turn on the blood code on Mortal Kombat. Otherwise, when you punch somebody, just sweat flew off. And then you had to put in the blood code. So in an era where that happened, they quickly integrated prostitution and all kinds of stuff. So what I'm saying here is that this guy don't care about pushback. And right now, in the gaming blockchain space, there's a lot of pushback. Not only from regulators and this whole crypto ideology, but the gamers themselves do not want NFTs. They don't want blockchain. The gamers have spoken, and they are pushing back against the integration of cryptocurrency, blockchain technology in the video game space. And you have one of the biggest, most disruptive video game franchises out there getting into blockchain gaming. I'm telling you, you guys think this metaverse thing is big? Wait till you got the Fortnite with NFTs running on blockchain. Just wait.
Just saw an article. Fortnite launched its first NFT.
Really?
You did?
Yeah, I'll try to find it.
Well, just wait till that is like
Is more mainstream.
when that is just top to bottom the only way you transact. All these microtransactions you see on video games, when those are top to bottom, all done on blockchain, because that's coming.
Sorry, it's a Fortnite developer, Epic Games.
Epic Games,
Yeah,
has
this
a
first NFT
marketplace.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm telling you.
Hey man, I just know
really excited. I just want to say, really excited. Rockstar, the main man there, the main man that started one of the most epic game franchises, is going in on blockchain. Not only as an advisor, but he's throwing his wallet out there. He's investing himself. So I'm dumb excited.
Robin,
bro.
follow the
Bitcoin.
money.
Okay. Follow the
Supposed
money.
to complete
Push
the sentence.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Can we
high
get a
five.
cha-ching sound eventually? We need that.
I get this one.
Wow. We have some breaking Litecoin.
Litecoin news? No way.
Breaking news, guys. The China court, crypto can be traded despite the currency ban. The recent ruling by the Beijing #1 Intermediate People's Court, try to say that 5 times fast, upheld Chinese laws against virtual currencies. They found that Litecoin is a virtual asset that fails to meet the standards of currency. It also fails to meet the standards of anything. Litecoin can be considered the property of an individual, much in the same way as data can. So apparently China's very bullish on Litecoin. Shocker. Rob, are you shocked? China, what the hell y'all doing?
Does it have anything to do with it being a privacy dominant coin? And we know China's trying to control privacy?
Well, here's the thing, but they're saying
Well, I don't know. I'm like trying to put something together there, and it doesn't even make
no,
sense.
it doesn't make sense.
I just try to speculate. I don't know. Why the hell is China behind Litecoin?
I'm just surprised the court pretty much ruled against the party. I mean, oh no, crypto can be traded despite the currency ban. Does this mean only
So
Litecoin
you can buy and sell as much Litecoin as you want,
I guess.
but not anything else?
Guys, will that push
that-
the
is that what I'm
Litecoin
getting?
market up? If Litecoin is the only cryptocurrency that is legally allowed to be traded in China, right? Remember, they have like 2 billion people.
I think so.
Will we see new all-time highs for Litecoin? Can Litecoin bring us out of this bear market, guys, and be the catalyst and have a 15% dominance over the market? Put a 1 if you think no. Put a 2 if you think hell no. And if you think yes, then don't even comment because I don't want to hear it because, yeah. But, guys, we showed this yesterday. Even though there was a blanket ban on crypto trading, China still came in at number 10 on the global scale. So great for crypto. Doesn't means it can't be 100% censored. You can try, but unless you turn the internet off, long live crypto, baby. So yeah, but this was some more comical, I guess. Freaking Litecoin, China. What the hell? I don't know. Rob,
Is
anything else to add to this?
HP blockchain? Is he HP?
No, he's been here before. No, he's not. HP.
Oh, we got 2 HPs now.
Yeah.
That's dope. We need a third HP.
We need HP3.
HP3
Yeah.
sounds like a
So you need a
name for a football player.
an official OLAP from 2 HP blockchain since it's not the HP. So
We've given HP blockchain an OWA,
Yeah.
the Lightning Network. Rob, that's all I got, my friend.
All right. Well, we're gonna round it out and try to play some outro music, see how that works, and then guys, thank you so much.
Guys,
Roll it.
huge day. The merge is live. We will continue. We will also break down the Gary Gensler video for you. We'll bring you more content on that tomorrow. To those of you that are new here, welcome to our community. Please come back tomorrow on behalf of myself, Robin, and the Don. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Until tomorrow, my friends, take care. Peace.
see you guys. Hey guys, remember to join the Discord for if you want to follow up, and Marky Mark will be there, and we're gonna try to pop in anytime. See you.
just like